Hi, welcome to the channel. This is Terry. Just wanted to share my story and document the journey from America to the Philippines and marrying a Philippine lady as well. We'll start off with been in Ohio here for 60 years, been doing landscaping for 40 years. And about 10 years ago, I placed an ad on Facebook or Craigslist, might have been both, and had several ladies respond, and one of them was named Rosie. And anyhow, we from day one we kind of connected and continued to talk every day. And I was really naive because I've never really been anywhere in the world before, and I just thought people could come and go as they would like, and I just, people had money. I didn't know anything about the rest of the world. Just very sheltered here in Ohio. Work hard, and this is what I know. So anyhow, we proceeded to talk, and I invited her over here. I just thought she could come over and visit, and that seemed nearly impossible. And so finally, and I sent her some money and trying to help her out, and we applied for a tourist visa, and she was denied several times. And finally, I contacted an immigration attorney. This was about 10 years ago, and she said, well, the best, once they sort of seem to blackball certain, countries or people from different countries, and the Philippines is kind of one of them, because they don't, people over there don't have much money, and so it's difficult to come to America, which I never knew. So she said, if you really care about this girl and you're, and you want to get her over here and meet her, you're going to have to fly to Hong Kong and document the trip and bring her over. A K-1 visa would be, the better way. And so that's what we decided to do. So I'd never been out of the country, never been on a big plane, never seen the ocean, never did anything. So barely been out of Ohio. So I was really determined to go, and various friends and family thought I was crazy in doing this. But anyhow, my mind was made up, and that I was going to go see this woman, and because I wanted to change my life, and I'd become very interested in the Asian culture and the simple, old-fashioned type of just the different values that seem to be lacking here in America more and more. And so I went through all the process and booked the tickets, and just, the day came, got on a plane. I thought, that I was going to be, people said, oh, you're going to be killed over there, or have all these difficulties, or, just all this stuff. But I went anyhow. So flew into, let's see, where I came from, Ohio, Dayton, Ohio, to Detroit, Michigan. Then we off to someplace in Japan, and then it was like a 24-hour flight, and then flew in. They said we were over Hong Kong and arrived in Hong Kong, and I was never been, like I said, never been on a plane, and we were dropping out of the sky, and it was really the clouds and the fog. I couldn't see nothing, and it says we're approaching the airport, the captain said, and looked kind of looked down, then the clouds started to glow, and finally I started seeing lights in the airport, and we took off and landed, and bear with me here, and so landed, and everybody got on shuttles and took off. I'd never seen such a place. Hong Kong was the airport was really big and had little subway trains, and so thankfully I'd requested assistance in getting places. So there was a nice young lady there with her sign saying, Kugler, and she guided me to the proper place, so got me on the subway, and we took off across the airport, and then I was got in line and stuff, so I couldn't figure out how to work my phone or get on Wi-Fi, and so I borrowed a gentleman next to me, and used his, and then called Rosie. That's my girlfriend's name at the time, now wife, and so I contacted her, and she says, "Oh, I'm on the other side of the aisle and stuff, and I see you." And I said, "Well, I don't see you yet." So finally, I went through the line. We met for the first time, and yeah, it was just such a wonderful experience, and she, showed me all through Hong Kong. I was there for like 14 days, and it was real exciting. We went to the Peak, a place called the Peak. It's really high up on one of the mountains overlooking Hong Kong. I think it was called like on New Hong Kong Island, or where the new area. And we went to the 10,000 Buddhas, or whatever that was, and just a wondrous time. And that just opened my eyes and to just a different culture, different places in the world, and planted the seed in my mind, an adventure to travel. So that leads me to making this video, and to share my story with trials and tribulations of getting somebody over here, and all the steps you need to do, and the process in doing that. And now we're planning on moving back to the Philippines and going through that process as well. So we're struggling with COVID and selling our things, and I have a small landscaping business here, so dealing with that. And and once again, it's all new to me. I had never gotten on a computer until I was 50 years old. So yeah, everything's difficult for me. I'm not a necessarily a YouTuber. I guess I'm going to learn how to be. But I have no drones or editing software or anything like that. So hoping the videos, if you stick with me, that they get better, and my stories get better. So if you have any, just wanted to welcome everybody, and this is the first video I'm going to upload, and it's not unedited and shot with my smartphone. And so if you could please be kind to me, and feel free to have any comments or likes, or subscribe if you feel like it. And we'll be posting more. I'm hoping to post 1 or 2 every other day or so, and try to share my experiences and tell you a little bit more about me. And if you have any questions about anything on like K1 visas, or how to get somebody over here, especially from like the Philippines, because that's where my wife Rosie's from. So I'd be glad to try to help you and get back with you on that. And also wanted to just and different fear. This will be a series of videos just to share my thought process and why I married somebody from the Philippines and why I brought them here and why we would want to go back and not live in America and the different experiences. So we'll have different topics, and then once we would get to the Philippines, we will, which we're planning to try to move in January possibly, depending on COVID and various things. 'Cause I've got a home here to sell and a business, and trying to deal with COVID to get out of America and to get into the Philippines. So I appreciate it. Thanks for watching, and please like and subscribe and comment and share the video. It'll help me out, and thank you for watching. Tune in to the next video. Thank you.